Muwop. The feds already did it, but hey, caught that ass. Come on, let's talk about it. So, I know in my previous video, um, I was talking about how did Muwop or did Lil Durk deliver Muwop to the feds and all. All right, let's get past that. You know what I'm saying? Whether he did or he didn't, who knows? But uh, I forgot that I got somebody in my family who kind of went to school for be a paralegal because I was visiting my mom earlier and uh my sister was over there, and I don't really talk to any of my siblings, but I forgot my sibling, she after she did her dirt in the streets, you know what I'm saying? My sister's been shot, fucking all types of shit. But once she's like, this that life ain't for me, you know what I'm saying? When she decided to get up out, she went back to school and she went to school for law, you know what I'm saying, to be a paralegal. And when I'm walking my mom's crib, I hear them over talking about like a case or some shit. So, and my sister, she don't listen to drill because, you know what I'm saying, like the streets is what got her shot. So she thinks like all rap drills demonic, you know what I'm saying? She don't listen to, I don't know what the fuck she listens to, honestly, but she don't listen to nobody from the city, you know what I'm saying? She don't listen to no rap at all. So I walk in and I'm talking about a case, or they're talking about a case, and and my mom's asking me about my YouTube channel, and my sister's just like, like, oh, you got a YouTube channel? She ain't. No, I didn't tell my family, but so I'm telling her, I'm just like, yeah, one of the most recent things was I did a video on was about this dude who supposedly didn't get his lawyer paid for. He did or he didn't supposedly. And she's just like, what type of case is it? I'm just like, it's a federal case, now she's interested because it's her ballpark. And I'm like, it's a federal case, and she's just like, and he has the paid attorney? I'm just like, supposedly, I'm just like, nobody knows if he's paid or not. And she's just like, no, William, like, she don't damn near ask me a rhetorical question. She's like, no, he had to have been paid for. She's just like, because if it's federal, they ain't gonna let you write out the whole trial not being paid, you know what I'm saying? Not even like a retainment fee. So she trumped me there. I'm like, all right, touche. And then, so I was kind of telling her about like how the Muwop had dropped his lawyer. Now I'm starting to say names and shit. And she was just like, well, his lawyer would have been done with no matter what after the trial. I'm just like, oh, really? And she's just like, yeah. She's just like, if he put in acquittal, then he'd have to hire a new lawyer. And I'm just like, oh, really? And she's like, not unless they did like a okie doke. And I'm like, what do you mean? She's like, William is chess, not checkers. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, all right, do tell, And she's just like, well, that first lawyer could have been anything. You know what I'm saying? Just to catch all the information and see where the trial's going. Because, mind you, the entire trial, it's always been reported that Muwop's lawyer never said nothing. All the everyone else's lawyers were the ones sitting there saying like, well, how about this and that? So essentially, they were shooting their bullets. You know what I'm saying? And Muwop's lawyer essentially kept all his guns and his questions, that he kept it to the hip. So she's telling me, she's like, maybe they did like a okie doke, and they let the first attorney write out everything, and then when they hire the second one for the appeal, he'll know everything about the case because everybody else's attorneys and public defenders, they already shot their shots. You know what I'm saying? Like, she's like, William, think of it like this. Like, his first attorney was just to catch all the information, you know what I'm saying? Because the trial's basically walking through a landmine, because as soon as you say something, they're going to present some evidence, or vice versa. You know what I mean? And I'm like, yeah, that makes sense. And then she's just like, well, now that if he hires a new attorney for his acquittal, his attorney is going to know everything that's on the table. You know what I'm saying? There's not going to be no blind shots. I'm just like, damn, that makes perfect sense. And she's just like, yeah. She's just like, she said a certain term for it, but I didn't remember it because the conversation was so brief. But she's just like, but yeah, she's like, and depending on like what circumstances are, because also the prosecution, they don't have to let out all their information all at once either, you know what I'm saying? So in case there's an appeal, they still could have something in the clip for whoever wants to file for an acquittal or an appeal, whatever, like Muwop. So, and I'm thinking my sister, I'm just like, damn, I'm just like, this is, you know, pretty knowledgeable to know. She's just like, yeah, man, she's just like, that court system is the dirty game, you know what I'm saying? Like, you really got to know your laws. And I'm just like, yeah, like, you ain't wrong. But now I'm just thinking to myself, like, is he going to get a new attorney for the acquittal? You know what I'm saying? Because it's always been stated that Muwop wasn't sold on the evidence against him. You know what I mean? That's why I was always thinking, like, once the murder video came out on Duck, like, what video are we gonna see next? Either the TV running down the street getting chased, even though it was really him and his homie who took the stand, or are we gonna get Muwop, Zella, and Los at the dealership? And me personally, I always wanted to see the dealership, just so that there's concrete evidence on Zella and Muwop. But that video was played in court, not leaked yet. So, but yeah, and then on top of it, did Dirk pay for Muwop's attorney? You know what I'm saying? Because if Dirk did pay for Muwop's attorney, then that means he just has a source close to the case now. You know what I mean? Relaying information back, and which would be smart, because from what I had heard from a source is that Dirk did pay for that attorney, but he gave that money to somebody in Get Back Gang who's booked now, and they gave it to him to pay for Muwop's lawyer, but they can't give him no money no more because that person's locked up right now. So it's all crazy, man. Shit's coming out slowly but surely, but we'll see how it goes. But you know how it goes with me. Information became a green light to me, so you know how it goes. I'm gonna catch you on the green light with it. Until next time.